Based on your plea of guilty, sir,
Let's
I
get
will
it
find you
going.
guilty. I'll assess a $585 fine and court cost. I will time serve you.
Time.
Mr. Britton, on the public intoxication from June 16th of 2023, based on your plea of guilty, I will find you guilty. I'll assess a $534 fine and court cost, give you 3 days jail credit. And I will release you on that one to appear here at municipal court no later than 2 p.m. on the first business day following your release. Your balance will be $84. Okay.
All I owe is 80, so I need to bring $84.
You either need to just show up at 2 o'clock and we'll set up a payment arrangement with you. But if you have the $84 and want to pay it and not come into court and see me, you're welcome to pay that before 2 o'clock tomorrow.
I can bring anything, $20.
Yeah.
All right.
But you can bring the whole 84 and not come into the courtroom. But if you say you can't afford to pay $84 tomorrow, you just make sure you show up and we'll set up a payment plan with you. Okay.
I'm bringing something.
Okay. We'll see you tomorrow.
So I'm being released as of now.
Yeah, we're finished with you. I don't know if you have any other charges, but the city's finished. The deputy's going to give you a map of directions to our court. Good luck. Ms. Durham? On July 9th of 2022, you received a citation for driving with an invalid license, failure to yield right of way to controlled access highway, failure to display a registration insignia, and failure to maintain financial responsibility. Second, that's punishable by a fine of $350 to $1,000. You have the right to hire a lawyer. You have the right to tell me you want to have a trial. How do you want to handle those? Do you want to plead not guilty, no contest, or guilty?
No, I did not.
Sorry?
I did that. I plead guilty.
Okay, you want to plead guilty to that? Okay.
Or what is no contest exactly?
What?
No contest is the same thing as guilty, correct?
Yes, you can choose either one.
Let's just do guilty. I did that.
Okay. Finish. I will release you on those to report here at municipal court no later than 2 p.m. on the first business day following your release from jail. Now, you also have some other cases with the court on the other cases.
Are those not my KPS warrants?
Nope. Now let's talk about your KPS.
Oh,
What?
that's what I thought we were just talking about. Those are what I wanted to plead guilty to.
You already pled guilty to them.
Okay.
The other ones was the other ticket you got.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
The access, yes, I do.
Okay. Okay. Are you still good
Yes.
with what you did?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So on the KPS from September 23rd of 2020, you had a no seatbelt driver. You pled no contest on October 5th of 2020. On June 15th of 2021, you had a no insurance. You pled guilty on 9/21 of 2021. On June 8th of 2021, you received a citation for operating a vehicle with expired plate. You pled guilty to that on September 21st of 2021. You set up a payment plan on these citations. You failed to make your payments.
Yes.
And then we should show cause. You failed to appear on your show cause order. Why did you not make any payments?
the guy that I was seeing is no excuse. The guy that I was seeing, he was abusive, and there's court records from that, from me calling the police on him all the time. He was in and out. I couldn't get my mail. I got evicted from the apartment because of him, because I allowed him to come back. After that, it was just there's just a lot. It was really due to me running from him that I didn't come.
How long have you been gone from him?
How long have what?
How long have y'all been separated then?
This time it's been about 5.5 months. I've stayed clear of him this time. I do work. I just got my car impounded, but it doesn't matter what it takes to get it out. I have to, because I can't go back to him. I can't not survive. I try to work 2 jobs. One of them's in Bushland, and the other one's at the Hampton Hotel here.
Why didn't they arrest you for the possession?
For possession.
Oh, they said they found a white crystal-like substance in your purse when you were searched.
Because I was asked to work with them. I had evidence that it wasn't mine. That is.
So who is this person that you were with, this abusive person?
His name is Vance.
Vance
Hansen.
Vance Hansen?
Yes, ma'am.
And y'all broke up how long ago?
About for good this time, for 5.5 months ago. It's been a little over 5 months, going on 5.5.
Do you have any children?
No, not with him. No.
Do you have any children that you're raising?
No. I've got I co-parent, but I don't have custody of them.
Okay. Do you pay child support?
I do.
Do you pay it?
Yeah, most of the time. There's sometimes I don't, but yes. I can.
What other bills do you have?
$75. I pay $75 a week to the house that I just moved into. I've been there a little less than a month now. Before that, I was paying $100 a week to the place that I was staying there. I was there for 4 months ever since I left Vance. I've been there, and then I just moved into this house that I'm in now.
Where's he stay?
At a hotel.
He's got warrants.
He does. I do. I work 2 jobs. I try to keep my head.
Well, I mean, I hear you, but you know, you didn't come in. Tell me what effort you've made to resolve your fines and court costs.
I haven't, but I will until I can't lose these jobs. I cannot.
Well, you can.
You know, you're right. I absolutely can.
You know, and regardless of whatever agreement you've made with the police, you know, you're already showing some pretty bad judgment by what they found in your car.
That's why they asked me, because I had messages on my phone saying that it was not mine, that somebody did claim to drop it in my car. Please. I will bring you whatever you need.
You know, I don't need to hear any, I'm just sitting here going through my mind going, if I release her, will she understand that this is it?
Yes, ma'am. I do.
Or do I just not release you? You serve out the 905, and then you get out and you come in and you set up a new payment plan on these other tickets that you never resolved. I don't know why you keep going back to the abusive guy. I don't know. You know, you said I've been away from him for 5.5 months. I can't lose my job. That's great. But it doesn't mean anything to me if you don't come in here and resolve these cases.
And I understand, and I can't do that without these jobs.
And 5.5 months.
I understand, I do, and I completely understand. Please, give me please.
You know, you had 5.5 months to take a chance.
Yes, ma'am. It's the only thing that I have left to keep my head above water. I'm asking for mercy, please.
I'm gonna let you out. You don't have to keep asking, but I'm just telling you, you're just not gonna get another chance. You're gonna have to be a bit more adult in your behavior.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Yes.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
First of all, I wouldn't be letting anybody in my car that I had any inkling at all that they might have meth on them. Number one. So maybe make better choices that way. I mean, that's a basic, isn't it, Ms. Durham?
Yes, ma'am. And I own that. I do.
So. And you're worried about losing these jobs. Well, you know.
That's my only way.
I guess I would be worried about losing the jobs if I was running around with warrants for a year. You know, we have a lot of people that come in here and they start a new job, and the next thing they do is they walk in here on their own and they go, I started a job, I'm at warrant, what can I do? And you know what we do? We go, let's help you. Because they're adult about it. And you're an adult.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, you're almost 40.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's just time. It's time.
Yes.
So, okay. Better see you tomorrow at 2. If not, we'll issue new KPS profile warrants for you.
Thank you so much.
Uh-huh.
What's up, everybody? How we doing? Welcome to the show. Just give me 1 second. Uploading this sucker real quick. Just give me a minute. Okay. All right. What's up? How we doing? We are gonna get to the clips right away. Just to make it an announcement, I am gonna be showing Judge Brian clips, and I am going to take care of the defendant's faces as best I can. Going to take care of her wishes. I am not going to be a jerk. Oh, and rockin' and rollin', we got a Judge Boyd clip for ya after the live, because I got other stuff I want to watch with you. So what I'm doing right now is we are going to have a double feature today. We're going to have the live, show you all new clips from today, and then we're going to roll right into a premiere, give you guys all the clips, condense it, and then boom, nice little premiere for everybody. So let's get rolling with our first clip. Can you tell me what is going on here? Someone please tell me, because I can't figure it out. Let's roll. Okay, so first off, she has her hands in her pants. Now, they have been on Zoom at this point for about 2 hours. as I was rolling through other court clips, I had the day off. As I'm rolling through the court clips, I'm saying, wait, these guys gotta be good. And the worst case scenario would be this woman has her hands down her pants, and then they get to their Zoom appearance and they suck. But they didn't disappoint. They are in all their glory, and everything you should expect out of them two, we got. So let's roll it, nerds.
I can take this.
So Mr. Holmes is here for continued arraignment. Mr. Action had previously been appointed. He's reviewed the matter, says he has a conflict. So I'm going to appoint Mr. Douglas to represent you. Mr. Douglas, this is on for continued arraignment. Do you have a copy of the complaint?
Can you just inform me what the charges are?
Count 1 is an 11,550. A. Count 2 is a 647.
So
F.
at this point, they're not up yet, but she's getting ready. They think they're up next. So either they just took a hit of whoever they're taking, or they're about to.
Fair enough. I acknowledge notice of the charges, waive further reading and advisement of statutory
She's getting ready. Hands are out of her pants.
constitutional rights, entered not guilty pleas at this time, a general time waiver has to come back, perhaps.
And so, you know, according to the district attorney, Mr. Holmes is not eligible for a PC 1000.
Your Honor, we'll get there. Oh, can you come back in September sometime? Oh, yeah. Perhaps September 7th, please.
Any objection by the people? No. All right. Holmes, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance conditions, ROBL laws. Be personally present in this meeting on September 7th. That's a Thursday at 9 a.m. We'll go from there. All right, thank you, sir. I call the matters of People versus Catherine Ingalls, case number 16917, 17194.
Okay, so now they finally hear their name. Whoop, gotta get up. All right, here we go. Yes, happy time, Harry. Judge Bryant tonight, with the blur.
17865.
Next for Ms. Ingalls, who's present on Zoom, Your Honor. Your Honor, Mrs. Ingalls is.
Hold on, Mr. Action. Who's appearing for the people?
Speaking from the DA's office.
All right, so Ms. Ingalls is on supervised OR. I see she's with us on Zoom. Ms. Ewan, any comments about Ms. Ingalls?
Yes, Your Honor. She has not checked in with probation since January 24th of 2023. Therefore, we weren't even sure she was going to make this arrangement here. She needs to report to probation or at least contact us. We had no communication with her.
I've been in contact.
So Ms. Ingalls, the indication was you haven't talked with probation since January. Have you talked with anybody there?
Yes, I have.
Who was that?
We've talked with the Tim Bennett.
Ms. Ingalls, who was that, if you recall?
Tim Bennett,
Mr. Bennett?
yes, and also my husband's attorney, probation officer.
All right, Mr. Action.
They've been showing up at my dad's house.
Your Honor, I understand that the reason they're in a vehicle and she's not here present is they broke down. And that's why they appeared by Zoom. They contacted me this morning to make sure that they could be here.
Okay, so they're not at home. I think that was Monica asked if they were home. No, they're broken down on the side of the road. That's why they can't make their appearance.
That she could be here via Zoom. This is the first I'm hearing about it, so I don't have anything to comment here on. I'll have to submit to the court.
Mr. Ray, when you were
So, Mr. Ewan, Ms. Ingalls was here in March. I don't recall at her last hearing there was any comments about not reporting since January. Mr. Egan, do you have anything in the people's notes?
I just have 314-23,
Right.
defendant unsupervised release without issues. no positive tests. She had some injury. And that's it. Thank you.
Right. Any other information, Ms. Yerba?
Your Honor, I can now read that the last in-person contact I have from her officer is September 27th of 2022. That the last phone call or email contact between her and her officer was January 24th, 2023.
I can't hear what she said.
Right. Ms. Ingalls, where are you at right now?
We're out there by Delano.
We're outside of Delano.
Are you in Arizona?
No gas.
No. We're not in Arizona no more.
Thank you.
We're in
Sure.
California.
Thank you. I'm talking to Ms. Ingalls.
We're in California now. We're no longer in Arizona.
What?
Okay. Court had some information. You were in Arizona for a
funeral.
Got
My mother-in-law passed away, so I attended to her funeral in Arizona.
That's the information the court was given from the other judge about your husband's situation in behavioral health court. So
Yes, and I went with her.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these matters over, Ms. Ingalls. I'm going to assume you will be back in Mariposa in a few days. And so I'm going to put all these matters over to Monday, July 24th. Does that work for you, Mr. Action?
I'll make it work, Outer.
Does that work for the people?
Yes.
All right. So July 24th at 9 a.m. And Ms. Ingalls, as soon as you get back in town, you're ordered to meet personally with your probation officer. And we'll have
Got
them
it.
give us an update. All
I
right.
will.
Yeah, the 24th, Catherine.
Yep.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good God. Oh my God. They were worth the price of admission, people. All right. So I told you, she is going to be a regular. She is unbelievable. And she contributed to Maniac Monday. Good old Judge Victoria Shackelford in all her glory today. She averages about one Maniac per day. So let's get it going. And this is an in-person hearing. Oh, she yells. Let's roll.
Good morning, James Gazicki on behalf of Mr. Blair. Mr. Blair, state your name, please.
So, my opinion on her is she wears her feelings on her face. You could tell exactly who's coming into the courtroom, who's Zooming, if she knows them. She has like a lot of regulars in her courtroom, it seems. She knows them all by first name. They've been in and out, doing the same crime. So, she's great, though. She really is.
Joseph William Blair.
All right. Oh, sorry, Mr. Guzzi.
Mr. Blair has gone over his rights, and he wishes to waive those rights and enter a plea of guilty, and we can address the court prior to sentencing.
All right. So did you go over this advice of rights form with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign and date the back of this?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand that if you enter a plea of guilty, you're going to be waiving the hearing rights on here. There will be no hearing of any kind.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you're giving up the right to be presumed innocent until the probation department proves your guilt by a preponderance of the evidence. You understand that?
Yes,
It's like 51%. The allegation that you failed to appear late, or that you appeared late to status hearing on July 7th, how do you plead?
Guilty, I apologize, Your Honor.
That you failed to appear for your probation appointment on 7/7,
Yes, ma'am.
is that guilty?
Guilty.
That you appeared an hour and 25 minutes late to your community service, which was a sanction from a previous violation on July 6th.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and this is, I'm gonna accept the pleas as knowing and voluntarily given. I'll just note that this is his 5th violation on bond. He's still in bond. Okay. Mr. Gazicki?
Your Honor, Mr. Blair admitted that he was highly unorganized as far as keeping his dates. He thinks he's got the problem corrected now with everything put into his phone. There's a recommendation of 2 days in jail, and we're asking the court if somehow that could be modified. Mr. Blair reports that he is the manager and he's in charge of the Muffler Man over on Telegraph Road. And that if he's
Where?
not there at work, they're gonna have to close the shop. And that means there's
Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. He's the main man at the Muffin Man.
a number of employees that will be getting paid that day.
Yeah.
The shop, he reports, is open
Thank you,
Monday
Irvin.
through Saturday. So if possible, if it needed to be reduced to one day and serve it on a Sunday or two separate Sundays, Your Honor.
Mr. Davis?
Judge, I would just note that this is becoming a pattern for Mr. Blair.
A real pattern.
Showing up late, just not showing, not making his priorities where they need to be. In talking to Mr. Blair, he did notify me of a court date coming up at a different court. I was able to get some information on that out of 34th District Court. Just appears that Mr. Blair is just not taking his bond condition seriously.
If I just may add, there's no doubt that these are, serious violations, but Mr. Blair keeps showing up. I mean, he's not on time, he may be late, but he's trying the best he can. I think there's some underlying issues there that, is beyond my.
Boy, that defense attorney's trying his best. Not on time, always late. Didn't he just say not on time, always late? Isn't that the same thing? Well, at least he's showing up, Judge.
Expertise to find out what it is, but he reports he's got some issues being ADD and whatever.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Gazicki, I hear all that. The issue is it's his fifth violation on bond conditions. Like, that's a
Colin, not Cromwell, my man.
lot on bond. He's not even been sentenced into the program. Like, this is the time where we're supposed to be making a determination as to whether or not he's an appropriate candidate. And an appropriate candidate makes efforts to get where he needs to be. And what's most bothersome to me is he was in the building on the 7th, which was Friday, for his status hearing. And the meeting ended at 9. So we were in status hearing from 8 to 9. And then what time was he supposed to meet with you, Garrett?
Oh.
And in between, he couldn't wait that half hour for his appointment.
Well, I didn't.
I gotta pause that. Muffin Man, thank you, Shane. Jersey boy. Thank you, sir, for the $10 donation.
I didn't have my book. I don't want to make any excuse up, but I didn't have my book on me. It was in my wife's car. And when I went back to the shop, I had actually got a ride from one of the gentlemen here. Then I started working on his car to get it fixed. And then I just basically did not get to see my book. I didn't remember I had it right thereafter. And, I'm not making an excuse up, but that's what happened. I got a ride from one of the gentlemen here. I fixed his Jeep. He had his car blow up. And that's why I missed that. I was late to the garden because I thought it was 10 to 4. I didn't look at the paperwork. I was wrong apparently. And then I got there by walking. So I was late, of course. And
I know, Joe, I just don't know how to get, excuse.
Yeah,
I get it. But it's like, at some point, like, you're either gonna buckle down and do this or you're
I'm
not.
gonna buckle down.
And
Buckle down.
if this isn't a priority for you, then you're just not,
No, absolutely, Your Honor, it is. Sorry, Your Honor.
you're not an appropriate candidate.
And my phone, I put all my dates in here. This is my reminders 3 times before I have something going on. It's helped me tremendously with not only my therapy appointments, but that's the solution. It's just
But here's the thing, Joe, like, here's the problem. There's only one sanction that speaks to you, I think. Like, and that's the problem is I can give you extra community service. You'll show up when you can. I can have you write an essay. You'll get that done. The problem is the only thing that speaks to you, because the most important
Could you imagine what his essay must look like? Oh my God.
thing to you isn't your recovery, right?
Yeah,
It's
it is.
not, it's the shop. And the only thing that speaks to you
No,
is
I'm sorry.
is-
Judge.
a consequence that interrupts your life, that inconveniences your life. Because coming in 13 minutes late to status here while I'm talking to someone else, you're taking away from their time. You're affecting their recovery because I'm disrupted and I'm now looking at you coming in late instead of listening to what's going on in their lives, right? You're doing a day.
Oh,
Today now.
Okay.
take him. That's what I love about her. You're doing it, Dave.
You've given me no choice. I went down from 2 and I probably against my better judgment.
I'm
But
sorry, Your Honor.
you gotta pull it together, man.
Yes, ma'am.
I love her. Gotta pull it together, man. Wah, wah. The walk of shame. Now, who's gonna make the muffins? The Muffin Man is now locked up, and there will not be muffins in the morning. Tisk, tisk. Okay, so you've seen him in the chat. Probably saw him throughout the day, all the time. A new friendly addition to Time Serve. Very cool dude. Seems genuine to me. He's been in the Discord. Has great clips. Check him out. Moderators, please throw his link up. Actually, I'll give you a wrench, Colin, so you could throw your link up. Just give me a minute. But my mods will do it now. I got a lot of things going on right this second, but I'll hit you up. So he posted a unbelievable clip this morning. It is hysterical. I'm giving him full credit for this one. Colin, this one is fantastic. You guys are going to love it. Give me 1 second. I'm going to cue it up. This one is a goodie. All right. Let's do it. This is from my man, Colin, definitely not Cromwell. Let's roll.
What's going on? This is Colin. I've got a good one for you today. This was brought to my attention by a friend, Know and Know. If you know him, you know him. He's in just about every court channel that I'm in. So if you see him, say hi and say thank you for this clip. This is amazing. This came from a channel, Bond Court, another good channel. If you don't,
so you got 3 shout outs in one clip. My man.
Know that channel, I'll drop a link in the subscription. That's a really good channel as well. But before I start the video, do all the fun stuff, like, subscribe, backflip, cartwheel, you know, whatever your thing is. But
what's up, Tupac? Liking
this video your thing too. All right, here we go.
Good to see you, Pac. All right, here we go.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Gonzalez.
Good afternoon, ma'am, and happy Mother's Day.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, and I wanted to tell you thank you for saving my life when I was 14 years old. Because you saved my life, you do what you want with these people.
May you please tell me your date of birth?
June 29, 1990.
Thank you so much. I have for you today a charge of aggravated assault on a law enforcement officer. There is probable cause for that charge. Are you going to represent yourself, hire a private attorney, or would you like the services of the Office of the Public Defender? Mr. Gonzalez?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you going to represent yourself in this matter? The services of the Office of the Public Defender.
I guess I'm gonna have to go private lawyer on this one. And I'm gonna pray that I get that lawyer, but I don't think I got that lawyer.
Okay, so what I can do is I can appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. If you do hire a private attorney, just let them know, okay?
I would like this for the record for my public defender. I want a speedy trial now.
Okay.
And for the record, I'm a patched in motorcycle member in the state of Florida years ago. And every time I come to Spring Hill with my motorcycle vest on, the pagans are trying to rip it off of me. So they can't rip it off of me, so they're sending the waddies that are child molesters into my home, and they're not allowed in my home.
Sir,
Yes,
none of
sir.
us is helping you right now.
I would encourage you to speak to your attorney about that, okay? I'm going to listen to the state attorney so I can go ahead and try and set a bond in this matter.
For the record, my father got murdered at the strip club, and my little brother got murdered.
Sir, none of this is helping you right now.
They're trying to murder me.
Oh.
I work for you guys, so I'm confused. Like, I'm supposed to have a concealed weapons license, and you guys don't give it to me, so I'm confused. I work with artists.
Yes, Your Honor.
I work for the
an open battery.
Center in Tampa.
Mr. Gonzalez,
Yes, ma'am.
please be quiet.
All right.
Thank you.
He has an open battery here in Hernando, which we would ask an RCO on. And he has a resisting without in 2022 adjudication, a battery in 2021 adjudication, resisting without in 2021 adjudication, possession of marijuana 2021 adjudication, trespass 2021, assault on lot PO, resisting without in 2021.
Mr. Gonzalez, before I remove you, I'll give you another opportunity to please be quiet. So you can either be part of the process, or I'm going to go through the process without you.
Say less.
Thank you. You may proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. And he also has a contempt of court in 2018, selling or giving a person under 21 alcohol in 2014, selling cannabis and possession of paraphernalia in 2014, and he has more history for that, Your Honor.
Can you please message Rick and tell him you have feedback or something? Thank you. Mr. Gonzalez.
Yes, ma'am.
I have an address for you on Commerce Avenue in Spring Hill. Is that a good address?
For your records, yes, ma'am, because
Welcome everybody coming in. You came at a perfect time.
that belongs to the government of in the state of Florida, because I work for them. So that house is actually a trap. It's not a trap house. It's just a trap. That whoever goes there, it's just going to jail. Like, you just going to jail if you go to that address.
So if I may ask you, how long have you lived here in Hernando County?
Would you like me to be honest with you, ma'am?
Honesty is always the best policy.
So ask me the question again.
How long have you lived here in Hernando County?
Since I was 14 years old.
Do you have family in the area?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you currently working?
I have yes, ma'am.
Okay. What do you do for work?
I sign contracts with artists that are on TV rapping and doing music. Not just rap, I'm a musician. I'm into the music business, and I am a private security for the FBI or whoever the fuck is up there.
Sir.
You know, I don't know.
Mr. Gonzalez.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
We don't cuss in court, sir.
I'm so sorry. I'm trying to hold my composure and be respectful.
Well, be respectful and don't cuss.
Yes, ma'am.
So in this matter, I'm going to set your bond at $5,000.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But no one's gonna bond me out.
Your next court date is going to be June 15th at 1:30 p.m. in courtroom E.
And I'll be there. I'll be there early.
It was also brought to my attention that you were out on bond in a misdemeanor
Yes,
case.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That misdemeanor case is 22 MM 2626.
Yeah, my lawyer told me he was gonna get it dropped because he told me to stay out of trouble and keep doing good, and everything will work out. Angel, just be patient.
Okay. So you're gonna.
That's what he told me. That's what he told me on the
you're
elevator.
You're gonna be patient in county jail because I'm gonna revoke your bond in that matter.
Oh, you're gonna revoke it now?
Yes, sir, because you were out on bond on that charge, and I just found probable cause on this charge. So I'm gonna
But
revoke
I never
your
committed
bond.
any crime though.
And all we need is probable cause for that. I'm gonna direct you to speak to your attorney in that matter.
Grab them.
I'll see you in trial. I guess I don't know what else to say.
Yes, sir. We'll see you soon.
And the truth will come out. And when the truth comes out, I wish you've done your job the right way, ma'am.
I have. Thank you so much. Thank you, jail. We're done with
You're
Mr.
welcome.
Gonzalez.
Oh, this is not over. This is not over.
Mr. Almonte? Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
May I please have your date of birth?
1/21/1973.
Thank you so much. I have 3 charges for you today.
I don't come for the charger. I come here, I wanna go back home and because they hold my passport and I wanna go back home and I wanna sue my wife, ex-wife, because she don't follow me.
now is not the time
She
to.
let me go and in jail all the time. She's from Minnesota and she come behind me here and nobody listened to me.
So
I talked to a lot of people, nobody, I'm sorry, I can't hear nothing. I want to talk to somebody and I'm gonna sue my wife and the officer in the jail right here, yesterday.
Yes,
That's
sir.
it. That's it.
And so you have 3 charges today?
That's it. I can't hear nothing and I can't say nothing.
Arson, burglary
I
of a
wanna
dwelling,
talk to somebody before I wanna open
and
the case.
resisting without violence.
Yes.
There's probable cause
She
for
kept
those
following me and I'm
charges.
going to jail. I come in jail. I just left that jail May 10th.
Sir, are you
Because
gonna represent yourself, hire a private attorney, and would you like the
Thank you,
services
Laura.
of the Office
You're
of
the
the Public
best.
Defender?
Come on, man. I don't speak English. I don't understand what you say.
Well, what language do you speak?
Arabic.
Arabic?
Yeah.
Okay. If you have a seat, we'll get an interpreter on the line.
I don't need nobody. I need somebody. I want to open case. I want to sue somebody.
Okay.
You know, after that I take care of my case.
Okay.
Because I keep coming in the jail and she followed me and she said, I'm gay, I didn't. I don't know. What's wrong with the gay people?
I'm gonna
You know,
appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you.
She keep giving the people money and make me trust her.
Sir.
She followed me.
Sir.
Yesterday, the Mexican guy, he give me meth. He let me smoke meth and he take picture and something.
Sir.
I don't know.
Please be quiet.
I'll be quiet. Just, you know, I want to talk to somebody, man. She keep tracking me and come behind me. And,
If you're speaking, you're not
she
quiet.
paid up
I'm
the people
gonna
money
give
and
you
I
an
don't know, man.
opportunity to be quiet. If you cannot be quiet, I'm gonna ask for you to be removed. So
And I just left the jail
please
and
be
made
quiet.
that and I got a
So, if you didn't hear that, the Mexican government gave him meth.
12 months of probation, you know, and she do the same thing like yesterday and she bring me to jail. Same thing. And nobody believe me. I said nobody believe me. I want to talk to somebody. I want to open a case. I want to sue somebody, man.
Sir, please be quiet.
That's it.
Thank you. State, please have his record.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm 35 years in the United
That was adjudicated just last month.
You want a
he also-
defender, you want a public defender, you got a lawyer, the same thing all the time. You know, now I want to talk to somebody. I want to sue somebody. I want to open
Sir,
case.
sir, if you keep this up, the judge can't hold you in contempt. I would advise you to stop talking.
You're keeping me in jail, man.
Please.
I stay in the jail. I stay in the jail. You know? Because nobody want to listen to me. Nobody.
Sir.
And she.
I'm gonna give you an opportunity to be quiet. I'm gonna remove you. So you can be part of the process, or I'm gonna remove you from it. And I'm gonna proceed without you. I would prefer you be here and listen to what's going on. So please be
And
quiet.
I understand the case. Why they bring me today? Why you let me yesterday in the jail? What?
I'm
What
gonna
I do?
give you an opportunity.
What did I do?
I appointed the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. They will come out and explain it all to you. I'm trying to get your
Man,
history.
I want to sue somebody. I want to see somebody. I want to open case. I want to open
Today
case.
is not the day.
I don't care about the case they bring me yesterday. I don't care. I don't care.
Please don't say
And I
another
want to
word.
sue the officer. I
Jail,
want to
thank
sue the
you.
officer.
We're done with him. Thank you so much.
Oh, bravo. That is Colin, definitely not Cromwell. He got it from Mr. No-No. who got it from Bond Court. What an unbelievable clip. Moderators, please throw that up. Colin, you earn a purple wrench for that clip, my friend. I will get it to you as soon as I'm next to my cell phone. So that was unbelievable. Welcome to everybody in here. Let's get rocking and rolling. We are going to go to our next clip. Have you seen Judge Silverfox today? Because Judge Silverfox had a courtroom full of all day. So I'm going to pluck one, and we're going to watch it, and we're going to have a good time. Let's get rolling.
Just as if you guys were here and present in the courtroom. Do you guys?
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm just going to pop this one up, guys. Give me a second. Sorry. Gotta, like, take a second. that was great. That was actually better when I was busy getting clips for everybody this morning. So I was just kind of watching it. That was even better watching it with you guys. Here we go. Little Silver Fox. Let's roll.
Guys have any questions regarding?
Also, she has left with my son for like a year. I didn't know where he was at or anything. She just kind of uses him as a like pawn to get me to do things. So I need the court to put it in motion.
Okay. Okay. And how old is your son currently? What's his name and age?
Urban, he just turned 11. June 27th. Okay. Like I couldn't even contact him on his birthday because he had his phone.
So let me ask this: when is the last time you've seen him?
May 24th.
Okay, and that was because you called each other and he came to stay with you for a few days, the weekend, or just for the day? How was it?
I was actually over there. Me and her is currently going through a legal case right now.
For domestic violence.
A DV case where between her. So at the end of the day, yeah, I need
okay. So let me ask a couple questions. So where's the DV case out of? What court?
In Wayne County.
Is it district court, 36th district, or is it
Frank Murphy now?
Okay, so let me ask this: were you guys back together and reconciled when this incident occurred?
No.
I think he's extremely wasted or just high. Has no idea about that glare, and just has no idea what's going on. And then mom is live streaming from the basement/laundry room. Dave, thank you again for the dono. Does Home Depot do dentistry?
You can answer as well.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Home.
Okay, guys, just a sec. Stop. Guys, stop. I can't have everybody talk over each other because the order transcript, my staff won't know who's talking. So let me just ask this. So Ms. Reif, when was the date of the alleged DV incident that's led to the current charges?
It was May 24th. I asked Mr. Gales.
Okay.
He had been living in my home for months.
How long had he been living with you?
He'd been living with me for the last 8 months, sir.
Ooh.
Okay.
For 6 months.
Okay, so guys, one at a time. When I'm talking to one of you, I don't want the other person to talk. We can do this one at a time. So she said 8 months, and Mr. Gales, you said it wasn't 8 months. How long do you say it was?
No, since December. I was there for 6 months, and I actually wasn't living there. My property was there. I would go there on certain nights because my son had missed over 30 days of school, 40 days.
Okay. So, okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead. Keep going.
He had missed over 40 days of school because he had seizures, and she can't get up and get him out in time, and she allows him to stay home. So I was there to make sure my son was going to school and helping out.
Okay, so I want you to pause and let Ms. Reif tell me her side. So Ms. Reif, how did he come to live with you, and do you agree with what he just said?
In October, sir, he came to me in October and explained to me he had nowhere to go, that he had just got kicked out from living with his brother and his cousin. I told him he could stay at my house a couple days a week if he needed somewhere to go. He said, okay. So for the first couple of months, for October and November, he stayed a couple days a week. After that, he physically lived in my house. He even had his probation through my home.
Probation for what?
For harassment and assault or stalking on his ex-wife.
Okay. And so what led to him departing on May 25th? What happened?
I asked him to leave. He choked me, sir. He put his hands around me, got on top of me, and choked me.
Okay. And there's DV charges or different charges?
No, there's domestic violence charges. He's got assault and battery, attempted murder, or by strangulation, sir.
Oh, so this isn't DV. This is assault and battery with attempted murder?
It's a DV 93-day misdemeanor, which is actually going to get reversed once they release the footage.
So she's saying it's attempted murder, and he's saying it's a 93-day misdemeanor. Can we find a happy medium there or what? Yeah, and this is friend of the court for people who don't know. This is Magistrate Brian Nichols. He's not a judge. He's a friend of the court. Thank you, Dave. They both make beaver dams. Bravo, sir.
Where
Bravo.
She hit my face, had my face cracked wide
Okay,
open.
so stop. Okay, I hear you. So you're saying you guys were fighting. You're saying you didn't assault her. So this is a felony case or a high misdemeanor out of Wayne County Circuit Court. Does either one of you have the case number by any chance?
Yes, I do. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Case number right here.
You got it, Colin.
Okay, so whoever's got it, you're both welcome to give it to me. So I'm taking for granted that there's a no contact bond out of that case that does not allow you guys to have contact with each other.
There's no PPO. There's a no contact order. She tried to serve me a PPO in court and they threw it out.
No, they did not.
Well, guys, stop. Guys, listen. There's a difference between them not allowing service in court and them throwing it out. It's thrown out if you're in court on the PPO case in front of a judge at a hearing on the PPO and the judge just dismisses it. It's different, however, that if someone tries to serve you during another case and the judge says, I'm not going to allow service during my hearing on this case. I'm not going to allow service. You're going to have to effectuate service.
I don't think he's messed up. I think he's just doesn't have any dental care. Probably doesn't work. That's the teeth and massive amounts of weed.
Service outside of my courtroom because you're not going to use my hearing to serve it. That's different than a judge dismissing the PPO. That's just not allowing service to be effectuated in the courtroom. So there's a difference there.
Yeah, the judge didn't allow it to be served in the court, and he also said, isn't there already a no contact order in this case?
Okay, yeah, but guys, realize there's difference between comments that a judge or I'm making right now and the reality of the civil procedure and the order. So the judge isn't saying, the judge isn't the judge who granted the PPO, right? You were in front of another judge on the felony, right?
Yes.
So the judge may be commenting, and what the judge was saying is, I'm not letting my hearing be used as a method of service on a PPO that was granted elsewhere. She's going to have to effectuate service outside of this courtroom. I'm not going to allow service to happen during my hearing. He's not dismissing it. He may have commented and say, oh, you have a no contact order, which is accomplished. Stop, I'm talking. Accomplishes the same thing as the PPO, but that judge's comments don't have any effect on that PPO if it was granted by another judge or even that judge. If you haven't had a hearing, it's been dismissed. She's saying it exists. You may not have been served, but she's saying that the PPO was granted. She just needs to effectuate service on you. Does that make sense?
He told her it was illegal to serve it in the courtroom. She shouldn't be doing that.
Correct.
Because it's already.
Sorry, is it okay? Isn't that what I just said? That he said, you're not using my courtroom to serve this case. You're going to have to do it outside of my courtroom.
He said, right, but it was never done. So I don't have to.
Okay, so but the point I'm making is you got it, guys. I'm just making a point. When you use legal terms, I'm just clarifying that you can't say the judge got rid of the PPO. The PPO got granted, you just haven't been served. So when you say the judge dismissed it, the point I'm making is when you're saying that, that's not correct. The judge did not get rid of set aside the PPO. The judge said, you're not serving it in my courtroom. So you got to be careful with the terminology when you're throwing around, hey, it didn't get dismissed. I'm not mad or reprimanding. I'm just saying be careful, guys, with the terminology because it matters. So when you say, oh, so I could say, oh, you went in front of the judge who issued the PPO and the judge you had a hearing and judge got rid of it. That's what dismissal is. That's not what happened is the point I'm making. Okay. But you also have a no contact order out of the criminal case out of Wayne. And guys, the case number?
I couldn't find it.
Hold on, I
Hey,
got
sir,
it.
did you have any chance getting? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, hold on. I'm about to grab it right now.
It should probably start with a 2023 or a 23.
I just stop to talk to you. Hold on, I'm about to get it for you.
And it probably ends in an FH or another letter code similar.
And which this.
All right, so
2305
okay.
705401
Yep.
FY.
FY.
Yes.
Okay, so guys, that's your Wayne County case. And so there's a no contact order that doesn't permit any contact between you guys at all?
Yes.
Right, correct.
Okay.
And as far as my son's phone, my son lost his phone. I've been looking for it, couldn't find it. I'm gonna buy him a new one. I never stopped his dad from calling him.
Never lost. Yes,
Okay.
you did.
Okay, guys, stop. Okay, so you have a no contact order. You got charges. Ma'am, what is your view of what should be happening with parenting time with your son right now? Are you
once they get the video footage from the rest of the officers?
that well that's your position through your defense attorney. You feel you're gonna be vindicated, the charge is gonna be dismissed, or you're gonna get acquitted. That's your position.
Trying to go to jail because I was the one attacked and she called the police.
Okay. But the point I'm making is you're innocent until proven guilty. But the point I'm making is you're telling me your position, but her position is this is going to go through. You're going to get prosecuted, and she feels that you should be, and she's saying she's telling me the truth. All right. And so, ma'am, what is your son's? So you guys obviously were getting along for a while. You moved back in for 8 to 10 months. Was this out of the let me ask, Miss Wright, was this out of the ordinary, this incident, or this was indicative of behavior in the past?
He's done this in the past. I thought that he had changed. I thought that maybe, him being around his son, it was going to be a good thing. I asked him to leave because he was not giving me any help in the home, not helping me pay bills, nothing, but he was taking showers here, eating here, doing all this. I asked him to leave, and he decided to put his hands around my throat, throw me on the bed, and choke me until I could no longer breathe. Yes, he had marks on his face because I was fighting for my life.
That is a lie. You attacked me. And you sent this phone.
Okay, so guys, stop. Okay, guys, I've heard both of your positions.
This woman has a mental history of beating on herself, everything. She has beat herself 4 times in the past. She has beat herself around my son. She constantly drinking and smoking, and he has missed school over 40 days this year. And she's trying to sabotage that.
So let me ask this. So where do you currently live?
40 days in a week? That kid better get to school.
Who, me?
Yeah. Who do you? What's your address? Do you have an up-to-date address with friend of the court where you can get your mail?
Yes, I have an address with friend of the court. I don't want her knowing my address.
What city do you live in?
I live in Detroit.
And yeah, ma'am. How about you? Where do you live?
I live in Detroit, sir.
Actually, I want to do a change of venues because my son has never lived in Macomb County. I don't know why my case is even in Macomb.
Well, you guys' cases, guys, your case started here in 2015. If you guys didn't, you have to file a motion to change venue. You can't just verbally ask for a case to be transferred. You have to file a motion, set forth you guys can restrict the use of cell phones or electronics in your home. You're the parent. So 11-year-olds don't have a right to have a phone, but she says she's getting him one and you have the number. So I don't know why you'd want to duplicate that if money's tight and you guys have, but if you can buy.
Now, if you look, she has a bruise, like a shiner, underneath her eye. If maybe he wasn't in the home and she's not talking about hitting, maybe she does beat on herself. I mean, 2 sides to every story. I'm not saying he does not look like an upstanding citizen by any means, but she does have a shiner. Maybe she is. Who knows?
Yeah, but there's no law that says either way. You both have to let your son carry around a cell phone.
Yeah, I don't think he had wisdom teeth at all.
You're the parents. Does that make sense?
Yeah, she uses my son as a pawn. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
So, ma'am, you don't have a problem with him talking to your son on the phone once a day?
No, not at all.
What's a good time? So, sir, what time do you plan to call each day? Interviewed and the family court psychologist do an evaluation as to the effect of parenting time between you and your son right now physically, and whether your son can handle it, not handle it, considering what's going on between you and Miss Rife.
All right, I'll wait till you finish before I say what I gotta say.
Well, you have a right to object to
Oh,
what I'm
thanks.
doing, that you're getting the objection
Yeah, I
procedure.
do because my
Well, stop. You get, it's a written procedure. You don't do it verbally. So guys, you guys can say what you want verbally, but guys, I'm telling you, I'm making my rec. You will get the procedure to object. You'll probably object and see what Judge Dennings thinks. I'm not done with my rec, so I haven't even finished yet. So 2, the party's son, currently age 11, shall be evaluated by family court psychologist, Dr. Ross Beckley, as to parenting time with the defendant, taking consideration the current pending charges. Parties shall participate in the evaluation per the directive of Dr. Beckley. You guys will get a referral order with the number. He may or may not contact you in the context of this evaluation.
And that's for Urban.
I'm going to put 3. I'm still making my rec. 3. Parties agree that a defendant may contact the party's minor child daily on a cell phone number. And man, the number is staying the same. So Mr. Gales, it's the same number and you'll have it within a couple days.
Yeah, I should have it by the end of the
Okay, I'll put plaintiff testified she's buying the minor child a cell phone within the next couple days, on which defendant may contact him. What are we on, 3 or 4? 4, neither party shall talk to the minor child regarding pending litigation in either the domestic or criminal matters. So guys, you cannot be talking to him about, even if he asks, you can't. You say that's for adults and mom and dad to talk about, but you can't, even if he asks. So if he asks, you don't talk about it. I'm going to put
Dates on fire.
5, the matter of parenting time should be set for ongoing review via Zoom in 21 days to take into consideration the recommendation of Dr. Beckley. So we're going to adjourn this for 3 weeks, get him in to see Dr. Beckley and have Dr. Beckley give his impressions on, what the parenting time should be or whether it should be every other weekend. Okay. If you don't like that, you might want to object. It's your right. So I understand you may not agree with me, but considering the seriousness of these felony charges, I want to know how well your son can deal with what happened and how he's feeling about parenting time. But you can call him. He'll have a phone in the next couple of days each night. And we'll give you a number. You both have the number for Dr. Beckley to get a hold of him for how he wants to handle interviewing your son. And then we'll bring you back to get the doctor's impressions and further review of parenting time. If you don't like that and don't want to wait, then you file objections for the procedure, which you're going to get, and go in front of Judge Dennings and see what she thinks. And she's the final say, she's the boss. Okay.
All right. Well,
so that's my recommendation.
Yeah, I got something I want to say though. I didn't get to finish. I'm scared for my son personally because literally that morning she kept calling me niggers. And then 2 weeks later at her job, she called the woman a nigger and they came up there and jumped on her, broke her nose, bust her eyes and everything. And my son could have been up there. He walks up to her job every day.
So if you're welcome to call Child Protective Services if you think he's in threat of harm right now.
I was trying to avoid. That's why I came to the court, but I guess I have to call them.
Well, if you're gonna let she's a danger to him, you're gonna have to call Child Protective Services.
All right.
Okay. And you guys both have good email addresses with us. So you guys are going to get a copy of this order and the objection procedure via email. And if you have any questions procedurally on how to object, you're welcome to call my office and talk to my staff. They can't give legal advice, but they can procedurally tell you how to fill out those forms and get them processed so you can get that hearing in front of the judge. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right. You guys are all set. Have a good day, everybody.
Have a blessed day.
All right. Bye-bye.
Ooh. I need a shower after that one. Yikes. I don't know about that N-word stuff, though. She has kids that are half black. I mean, come on. That was a reach, dude. And you waited all that time just to say that? Had no effect whatsoever on his rec. When he says rec, guys, it's recommendation. So I'm going to be showing Magistrate Nichols' stuff for a while. So, let's go to Kirkman. We'll close it out, and then hopefully I'll have that double feature up. If not, I promise I will drop this video first thing in the morning. But this Kirkman one is on fire. You're gonna love it. Let's roll. We got too many people in the chat. Stop now. Let's have some fun. Maniac Monday does not disappoint.
Thirty-seventh Circuit Court is now in session with the Honorable Brian K. Kirkham presiding, calling case 2023-1621 DC Gregory Susik versus Lacey Boone. Today is Monday, July 10th, 2023 at 9:28 a.m.
Court will note the appearance of Mr. Vanderhorst on behalf of plaintiff, Ms. Podolsky on behalf of defendant. This matter is before the court on the plaintiff's motion for temporary custody, support parenting time. Mr. Vanderhorst.
Thank you, Your Honor. Parties have one minor child in common, Oakley, age 1. Defendant has not allowed the plaintiff any parenting time since May 19 of 2023. The parties met because the defendant was the plaintiff's therapist through KPEP. The plaintiff was released from prison and the defendant was the plaintiff's therapist for about a period of 2.5 months. Plaintiff believes that the defendant was ultimately fired from KPEP because of her relationship with the plaintiff. The defendant was fully aware of any criminal history the plaintiff has because she was his therapist through parole and would have full access to his criminal history. Due to the fact that the plaintiff was on parole after the child was born, there was a blanket condition, part of his parole, that he could have no contact with any minor children. This is only a brief period of time he was not allowed to be around the party's minor child, which only lasted about 3 weeks, not 2 months, as alleged in defendant's answer. Plaintiff is no longer on parole or has any criminal pending charges. Since the party separation, the defendant has made herself unavailable to the plaintiff. She has blocked his phone number, blocked him on social media, and has also not responded to his emails. The plaintiff has reached out to defendant's friends and family members to see the child, but defendant would still refuse them his time. The plaintiff has and is willing to support the minor child, but has been unable to do so because defendant has blocked his phone number. Plaintiff has continuously asked for time with the minor child, and the defendant has denied him any time. She has only offered him 15 minutes at the plaintiff's work. In this last visit that occurred this last July 2nd, I believe, this was a Sunday. This is the last time the defendant actually had any sort of parenting time with the minor child. The defendant messaged the plaintiff that the plaintiff could come over to the defendant's brother's home. This was at 5:30 at night. Plaintiff immediately left his residence. He lives near Grand Rapids, Michigan, hour and 15 minutes away, came down, spent some time with the minor child, but then had to leave because he had to get ready for work the next morning. He works at 6:30 in the morning at ABC Supply in Battle Creek. Parties were living approximately an hour and 15 minutes away. As of yesterday, the plaintiff has moved to Battle Creek and is currently renting a bedroom in a friend's home where he has his own bedroom and sufficient space for the minor child. When the parties separated, the parties agreed that the plaintiff would take the crib. The defendant has 2 other cribs for the minor child. The utilities at the home were shut off due to defendant asking plaintiff to do so. The plaintiff has concerns about the defendant's substance abuse. He has firsthand knowledge of her consuming marijuana edibles, drinking, taking prescription medication, whether prescribed or unprescribed. Plaintiff believes that due to her ingesting these substances may impair the defendant's ability to watch the child or wake up when she is crying. Plaintiff is also concerned that the defendant is not physically present with the child. She works until approximately 9 p.m. every night. She lives in Battle Creek but works in Hastings. Plaintiff is employed at ABC Supply, like already stated, at Battle Creek, works approximately 6:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Plaintiff does have childcare available for the minor child. Plaintiff has not been denying paternity. In fact, it has been defendant who is telling friends and family that she cheated on plaintiff and the child's not his. The plaintiff is concerned with the defendant's substance use and the fact that the defendant is often gone from the residence during the week and doesn't arrive home from work until late in the evenings. Therefore, the plaintiff would like a parenting time schedule consisting of him having the minor child Monday through Friday, with defendant having parenting time every weekend, Friday through Sunday, with plaintiff being awarded sole physical and legal custody. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Podolsky.
Thank you, Your Honor. My client denies all of these allegations as they are grossly untrue. This minor child was born approximately 1 year ago. For the 2 months after the minor child's birth, the plaintiff father was not to have any contact with the minor child due to his parole for his CSC conviction, for which he had been imprisoned for almost 10 years. Was signed that allowed the plaintiff to have contact with the minor child only if it were supervised by the defendant mother. He was released from his parole at the end of March 2023, at which time this situation took a significant turn. These parties had been involved in a romantic relationship, but upon his release from his parole, the plaintiff became a different person. He moved out of the party's home in the early month of May 2023. He drained their joint bank accounts. He took anything of value from the home and took all the vehicles. He alleges that my client has blocked his number, but that's hard to do when he shut off her phone, canceled her phone number, and would not release it back to her to get a new phone. He alleges that she's denied parenting time. This is blatantly false. She has offered parenting time. She's offered for it to be supervised. She's offered it at places of employment, at her home, at the home of her parents, and with other family members present. It is the plaintiff who is denied all of this parenting time that has been offered to him. When he does contact her or make attempts to contact her through social media, email, and other means, he is denying his paternity. He is doing that to other people in their lives, friends, family members, and he is talking about any issue that is not related to the minor child. He has not inquired about the minor child's well-being. He is not providing financially for her, and he has certainly not been asking to see her.
That is so bad, that cut. Thanks for putting that out, Dave. So bad. Thanks for all the donations, Dave. Good to see you.
Has been the defendant who has been offering this parenting time. The allegations regarding her substance use, again, are grossly false. My client is an MSW. She is a therapist. She worked for our own Calhoun County DHHS for 4 years as a CPS investigator and has testified before this court on multiple occasions. In total, she had worked for DHHS in various counties for 10 years. She served on drug court in Kalamazoo County. These allegations that she
Thank you, Samantha.
is using and abusing substances are blatantly false. This plaintiff, this father, has no relationship with the minor child. His parenting time has always been supervised. The defendant mother has been the primary caretaker of this minor child since birth. When he was with the minor child, the father's form of parenting was to prop her up on a couch with a bottle so he could play video games. It is the plaintiff father who is going to the local dispensaries, purchasing edibles and other items for consumption, while my client has been working full-time to support this family. She has a strong support system in her parents and siblings who are able to assist with childcare. Because of the plaintiff father's very serious criminal history, which includes criminal sexual conduct, we do not believe it is appropriate for him to have.
Every time this case, you're like, all right, you start to calm down. It's like something's even worse. That was the worst bomb out of everything. And hats off to Kelly for dropping bombs. Appropriately, I might add. Effectively.
Unsupervised visitation with the minor child. We're asking the court to award the sole legal and physical custody of the minor child to the defendant mother with supervised parenting time to the father. My client does have family who is willing to assist in providing that supervision. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Vanderhorst, any response?
Briefly, Your Honor. Regarding the edibles, my client does not consume marijuana. He has a CDL license and he's also randomly drug tested at work. So that's false. He did purchase those for the defendant who was using those. Also, when the parties were residing together, when the defendant would go off and work, the plaintiff would be left at home to care for the child. So he had sufficient unsupervised time with the minor child. He has been reaching out to friends and family. He's been trying to make every effort to contact it, and he's been simply denied his parenting time. Any criminal charges are in the past, and the defendant was well aware of them because she was his therapist through KPEP. So she had undisclosed information to his criminal history. So, and she had a relationship with him. So we are asking for parenting time to the plaintiff, unsupervised Monday through Friday, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, thank
That
you.
is
Well, what the court's going to do in this matter, this is temporary, the court is going to grant to the defendant mother custody in this particular matter. That would be legal and physical custody. Court will order that the plaintiff would pay support consistent with the guidelines and the support formula. The court would grant the plaintiff supervised parenting time for 1 day a week up to 3 hours. The parties cannot agree, then it would be a Saturday from noon to 3. The court would, in fact, allow the defendant to provide 3 names that could supervise. She can do that within 7 days. The defendant then has 7 days thereafter to pick a supervisor, and once that supervisor is picked, they can arrange the parenting time, and that will be the order of the court at this point, and then it will continue. Okay? Anything else?
Nothing, thank you.
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Vanderhorst, you can prepare that order, submit it under 7 days.
I will, Your Honor. Thank you.
like, wow. Absolutely wow. It's unbelievable. That was great. Guys, it's been unbelievable. I could spend all night with you. I'm going to try to get this uploaded. Hopefully we get a premiere. If the premiere doesn't happen, we will have 2 premieres tomorrow. And I have Judge Bryant in all her glory tomorrow. Fresh clips with the blur. Ready to roll. I promise. She said we can do it. Just do it the right way. You guys are the best. Have a good night. God bless you all. And please go check out Judge Bryant's channel. Uplifting in the morning. If you like a nice prayer right before you leave, right before you're about to watch court, she's awesome. And she hits up everybody. You guys are the best. Have a good night. This is time. And you have been served.